Do you watch? Is it Dr. Suter? He's a YouTuber who's a real doctor. Oh,
I do not know.
I love this guy. I forget his name. He's a young doctor and like a genuine expert in medicine, but in sports medicine, it seems in particular. And he breaks down and helps us understand injuries that happen to pro athletes. And he covered Overeem and just how fucked Overeem is. How like the nature of it is all twisted and gnarled, and it's high enough that it's into the muscle. And like he's like, they're going to need a plastic surgeon to come in there, and we can just hope that afterwards, I forget the name of it, but there's a name for the part of your face that turns into your lip where the color changes. Yeah. He's like, if that doesn't line up by even a millimeter, aesthetically, it's a really big deal. If that muscle doesn't heal again, then his like smile and facial expressions, people are just like super
adept.
Adept, yes, but I'm like attentive. Attentive, I think, is what I'm looking for to any minor like weirdness in your smile or the way that you talk. And, you know, they're gonna. He's like, he wasn't sure they'd fix him right.
That's a goddamn shame. That's one of the. That's probably top 10, top 15 like worst MMA injuries I've seen. You know, like some of the
like
Anderson's leg snapping and doing that loop-de-loop.
I processed slowly that you said injuries and not cuts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking just all time, you know, and that guy who shit himself, that's more of an injury to your pride, you know? When the soldier of God fucking kneed what's his name in the fucking forehead.
Sounds like Chris Weidman.
Yeah, it was Weidman.
I like
that looked pretty awful.
Mm-hmm.
Lozon took quite a fucking cut that time to his forehead, but that's stitched up nicely.
Are you a UFC guy at all, Steve? Or not really? Hockey's your sport.
Yeah, hockey is my sport. Like if, you know, I'm probably like everybody else that it doesn't follow the sport. Like if McGregor's fighting, I'll kind of watch that. And I'll say I met Nate Diaz a month or two ago at the Comedy Store. Rogan, you know, is always at the store, and a lot of those fighters come in.
Did he talk much, Nick Diaz?
Nate Diaz, I'll tell you, he was super nice.
Did you say Nick or Nate?
Nate.
Oh, okay. God.
And just super cool, super nice, very unassuming. Like, and again, like as someone who doesn't know the fighters like all those other guys do, I was just kind of like hanging out, and then I was like, oh, that's the guy that fought McGregor, and very just kind of like a cool dude. And if you saw him in person, you wouldn't think physically like, oh, that's an imposing kind of like a lethal badass. But I mean,
how tall is
all
he?
those guys?
I've never seen him in person, but I thought he was pretty tall.
He's a tall guy, but kind of lanky, and I guess the way he was dressed, it didn't look like he was imposing. I wouldn't say like I would be fearful of that guy. Obviously, knowing what I know now,
yeah, it's a good thing he didn't talk shit.
At the Comedy Store, you don't. You always look at the ears. You know, that's what I learned. I always look at the ears.
That's a good idea. Yeah, if I would, anyone who's got cauliflower ears, I just assume like don't